I'm Mary Heath, Chief Marketing Officer for a firm headquartered in Durham, North Carolina.
I'm Shannon Acevedo, and I'm a planner in Northeast Florida.
My name is Andrea Dumont. I'm a civil engineer and blogger out of Austin, Texas, and I work in water infrastructure.
I'm T. Daniels, Marketing Manager at KPFF Consulting Engineers in Portland, Oregon.
I'm Jennifer Ridd, an associate with JQ Engineering in Dallas, Texas.
We are calling this DRIVE. DRIVE stands for diversity, real, inclusivity, value, equity. Our vision is that we want our industry to strive to have performance best practices that have beneficial impact to our communities. As nonprofits, government agencies, architects, engineers, developers, builders, contractors, manufacturers, and industry leaders, we want to create a world that is representative of the communities that we serve.
I almost walked away from something that I've invested so much time and money into because I allowed somebody else to get into my head and try to tell me something about myself that wasn't true. And it took a lot of experience and just some of that heartbreak, I guess, to realize like, wow, I just needed to wake up and find where I needed to be, find what aligned with my skills, but also find a place that was going to see the value in me and help me foster and grow those as I develop my professional career.
Measuring diversity and inclusion is a very ambitious and broad goal. We didn't want to put ourselves in a box or define too much without actually doing the research to see what the full scope of indicators could be with this project. But we also had to have some kind of methodology from keeping us from floating away entirely. So we started with a few overarching categories to organize thought and start to look at some of the themes that these indicators and information could be organized into as we talked with folks. We did do one case study with the Ann Richards School, but we want to do a few more of those so we can have more information and more insights that we would then, as a second step, talk to subject matter experts to get their expertise and insight and research and integrate all of this together. The idea is that these subject matter experts could give information about what would be important to measure and how do we measure it and how important is it. It may be that not all of these things are measured the same or weighted the same, and this could help us drill down into what some of those indicators could be and how they relate to each other so that in the end, we would have a fully defined index, much like the lead indicators that you see in the AEC industry for diversity and inclusion.
To develop the DRIVE Index, we need to gather focus groups of firm leadership, diversity and inclusion experts, owners groups, public officials, and other organizations which are committed to promoting diversity and well-being in the built environment. The output from these focus groups will be used to develop specific indicators for diversity and inclusivity, which will eventually be combined into the final DRIVE Index.